What is up? This is your LA in a minute, and there was a tornado in Montebello yesterday. Though rare, tornadoes do happen in Los Angeles, so I had to check out the history, the details, and the ramifications of this tornado. Let's get into it. The largest tornado to hit the LA metro area in more than 40 years touched down yesterday at 11:14 a.m. near Montebello and made landfall for 2 to 3 minutes. The winds were over 100 miles per hour, and fortunately, only one person was injured. In total, 17 buildings were damaged, with 11 of those being red tagged with extensive damage. A power pole was snapped in half and had its transformer ripped off, a pine tree was uprooted, and scores of cars and trucks were damaged. The city of Montebello and Los Angeles are now doing cleanup and damage control, as well as assessing buildings to figure out if they're still structurally sound. Now, believe it or not, tornadoes are not that rare in California. There are 11 tornadoes per year, which typically occur in the spring or the fall in the northern half of the Central Valley between Redding and Modesto. Now, in Los Angeles, tornadoes are a bit more rare. There have only been 45 to have occurred since 1950. That's less than one per year. And most of those were classified as very weak and resulted in few or zero injuries. The largest and most recent tornado in LA occurred in South Central on March 1st, 1983. This was a tornado event that lasted 25 minutes and it narrowly missed the USC campus. More than 30 people were injured and 150 buildings were damaged. This was classified as an F2 tornado with winds above 113 miles per hour. What does F2 mean? Well, the National Weather Service uses the Enhanced Fujita scale, which is based on estimated wind speeds and tornado-related damage. This Montebello tornado yesterday was classified as EF1, or weak. As far as how tornadoes occur, there are two key elements. The first is air instability, with warm, moist air near the ground and cooler, dry air higher up. The second is a change in wind speed or direction higher up in the atmosphere. Together, these form an updraft, which creates a supercell thunderstorm and eventually a tornado. So even though many of us have received tornado warnings and maybe even laughed about it over the last couple weeks, there was no warning for this one. Radars in the Los Angeles area are usually in the mountains for wider coverage of the Los Angeles region, but they can't pick up tornado rotation near the ground. If in the event a tornado does occur near you, the best thing to do is to take shelter indoors and away from windows. So while the Montebello tornado was unexpected and very scary, we were lucky that only one person was injured. But yes, tornadoes can happen in Los Angeles. All right, LA, it's been a minute.